makes me miss Steve Richards.
Right.
So topical, man. Speaking of topical, again and again from Best to Besides coming out next Friday on digital outlets. You ready for that?
Yep, the original version of Best of Again and Again.
Tell us about that. Tell us about it. Maybe we'll do that tonight. Maybe we'll play some tracks from Best to Besides and talk about that.
Yeah, that
Maybe,
one's cool. That was actually one of our first tracks. No, not first tracks with Drum Machine. We just had this. I was kind of doing my hand to it, like it's almost like not quite a cowbell, like a little sound in the background. I always love that in the chorus. It doesn't have it in the newer version. But there's some cool little things in that one. Cool little sounds that Steve does, or that Steve programmed into the drum machine.
So you're saying it's not a cowbell, though?
It's not a cowbell, but it could be. It should be. It should be. Is really what I meant.
Should be. I should have had Richard Easterling put in a cowbell.
Right.
That would have been a great feature of the new remastered. And funny, every time I say around Steve remastered, he goes, "No, it was never mastered in the first
place, right?
Mastered." How you doing, Phil? How's everybody doing? God, I'm sleeping, man. I got to stay on top of the comments. This is, there's a lot of moving parts here.
New to us, man. It's new to us. We'll get it.
Notice tonight, I am not Fred Durst.
I think people could tell.
Hey, you never know. Danny Roman says, greeting from Mexico. And then asks, when are you coming? I hope he means to Mexico.
But
it's literally every comment is people asking when we're coming, when you're coming to their. Well, I guess we're, because I'll be with you, but
soon we're one day closer.
November 18th at the Eclectic Room. That's right. What is this? Pense que era o Caballera.
See.
Billy, what up? So how are you doing? What's going on this week, Phil?
What has been going on this week? I've actually been rehearsing for our shows that people are asking for. I learned, I think there's 5 new songs I'm supposed to learn. I've learned 4 of them so far. And it's sounding good. I'm excited to play them.
So funny enough, Nate from I Set My Friends on Fire just messaged me while we were doing this.
I heard they had to cancel their tour.
Did they?
Unfortunately, yeah.
I didn't hear that. What a bummer, man. That whole thing was so funny. Like, I still talk to people, and they literally thought that was some legit beef, and I guess it worked. But it's just so funny. I was talking to somebody today, and they're like, "Oh, that was a joke." Like, I thought it was real. I'm like, and all of us, I'm just texting Phil, laughing the whole time. Me and Nate are texting, laughing the whole time, going, "Damn, we should do some shows together. Wouldn't that be funny?" So,
yeah, we'll kiss and make up.
Right? He actually suggested we call it the Dads That Kiss Tour. That was his suggestion. So hi Nate. Hi I Set My Friends on Fire. So anyway, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No worries. Yeah, I guess they had a family emergency of some sort.
Oh no, that's awful.
Yeah.
So you're rehearsing. That's a novel idea.
I know we didn't do it much for the last show, so I'm making sure we do it for this show.
I know, and there's a lot of what's on the set list? How many tracks?
Well, the set list is going to be our normal whatever 13, 14, 15, whatever we play in an hour, but hour plus. But we're learning 28 songs so that we can mix and match and have some fun.
It's gonna be fun. I've seen the list. I think the fans are gonna lose their shit.
Yeah, some cool stuff. Some stuff we haven't played live in a long time. Some stuff I don't know if we've ever played live. Obviously some fan favorites. What's going on, Rick?
I'm excited for Epic in Green Bay too. That's where I live, by the way. You know that. I don't know if everybody else knows that, but Green Bay is my hometown, so I'm pretty stoked about that show too.
It's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
The most difficult Taproot song for me to perform live. Honestly, two of them are just weird. They're not exactly like the most technically difficult. Just playing them live, they just have a weird way to try to rock out to them. Would be When and April Suits for some reason they just have a weird feel where you just like it's hard to just get down to them.
But and I know everybody wanted you guys to play April Suits too, and we talked about that, and we just talked about how it didn't really go over.
Yeah, and plus
it's a really hard one to translate.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just I don't know something about it. Maybe if we practiced it a lot more, and we might be able to make it work. And then there's like a modulation on the last chorus that kind of makes the guitar part weird. And I mean Taylor could probably pull it off, but
yeah, Taylor can pull a lot of weird shit. I'll give it up to Taylor, man.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Taylor is, if you don't know already, is the new guitar player. Taylor New Kid.
Taylor New Kid Roberts.
Also have Riding with Killers.
Freshly back from Sweden.
He was balls deep in Sweden, man. He's still posting about Sweden.
Yes, right.
Who is your front of house engineer on this tour? Me.
It depends on the show. It's whoever's at the show and wants to and is mixing our sound for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part, we're going to be. I mean, like, most of the clubs we're playing are high end venues, and they all have great in-house front of house guys. Honestly, so we kind of talked about that and made the kind of strategic decision to not bring a dedicated front of house guy.
Yeah. Further south, yeah, for sure. For sure, most likely, definitely, maybe. We will make our way further south.
Yes.
Where, Eric, would you like us to come? We'll see what he replies with.
That will not be a problem. Don't tour with Crazy Town on your name.
Yeah, that's some unfortunate craziness over there, man.
So Nate, next Tuesday, Nate from my Friends on Fire is going to join us right here on Taproot Tuesday.
Ooh.
We can settle this beef once and for all.
I'll have to look back on the messages and build up my rebuild my hate.
So much. No, there was none. It was funny. It was so funny. Blue Sky Research is a great album.
Thank you. You're
welcome. There you go. Jonathan Wilder has been wanting to mix you. Come on down. Come on down, John. He sucks, but the perks are spectacular.
Little Rock, yeah. We played Little Rock. Oh, yeah. So you guys back in the day, we were Deftones and Incubus. Yeah, that show. Okay, funny story about that show. I remember, I don't know, it was a weird vibe anyway. We're playing outside and at the amphitheater, and we opened up with I, because we were just kind of having a weird day. And we're like, let's just open up with I. Hey, Tom, why don't you put your phone down for this? Everybody can tell, dude. You're
telling a story, and I'm doing business. This is how this works.
Make them wait, dude. Make them wait. Make them wait. I need you laughing when I tell my parts, man.
Sorry. I'm on it.
But yeah, they can wait. We're doing live, man.
Hey, look, it's Brady. So continue your story, Phil.
Oh, I think that was pretty much it. We opened up with I, which is like a weird thing to open up with.
I was like, what am I supposed to be laughing at? Because nothing about that's really funny. But that's what's funny is that you opened with I.
Yeah, one of our slowest songs.
That's
just
true.
To kind of, yeah. It was like rainy that day or something. Yeah.
That's not funny, ha ha. It's just.
See, if you were paying attention instead of on your phone, you'd probably be there along for the ride, and then it would hit you just right, you know.
It still wasn't really funny though.
Yeah.
I would have been paying attention. It wasn't funny, ha ha. It's like funny, ironic. Any fun or crazy stories from the meet? See, they don't even want to talk to me. These are all questions for you. Like I could be on my phone.
You're frozen or I'm frozen. One of the two. You're proving your point that I don't need you.
We disappeared for a second. What were you saying?
I said you're frozen for a minute. I said, are you trying to prove a point?
that was a temporary glitch in the matrix.
Yeah. Music as a Weapon tour. Let's see where to not go with that one.
Let's just move to the next question.
Yeah, we had fun on that tour, man. Touring with Chevelle and Loco and Disturbed was always a good time.
I like Unloco. I like
Yeah.
those guys. I like Joey. I think Joey popped in here last week for a second.
So not exactly related, like semi-related to the tour. I was teaching Pete or Pedro, the drummer for Unloco, how to do some jiu-jitsu moves, some basic stuff, like if you ever got in a fight or whatever. And I taught him how to do a guillotine choke. And apparently he used it in a fight. Like somebody got in a fight with him and he choked somebody out.
And he said, that's from Taproot. Bam!
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Bill sends his regards. The Gibson Amphitheater was great, though, man. I loved that venue. I saw a bunch of great shows there.
Yeah.
You remember that place in LA?
Oh, yeah.
And Universal?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't remember who I saw there. Did I see Slayer there? I saw a lot of good shows there.
I'm sure you see plenty.
Well, we're playing at the Forge in Joliet, and we're also playing in Racine, which is like 45 minutes from Chicago area. So, I mean, we're close enough, man. I live in Green Bay, and I have to drive 4 hours to Chicago for shows. I mean, you know, it's not that far. I know it's a huge bummer that Belvedere's out.
Yeah, right.
But, yeah, good thing we still have the Joliet show. And the Racine is pretty close, man. Racine's only, I mean, look, Racine is 30 minutes from Great America, which is what, 30 minutes outside Chicago? So there's lots of shows you can go to if you're in the Chicago area. Can't beat the Taproot Mudvayne run. Hey, if only she knew.
Yeah, someday, maybe. Yeah, no, that was a fun tour. What was that? Depswa as well on that run. Our friends in Depswa, good times.
I remember those guys.
Yeah.
Amy asked if we're coming to Michigan. That's a very loaded question, Amy. Well, we're always in Michigan, technically, but are they playing in Michigan? Yeah, like 7 times.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
4
so far. Maybe 5.
Yeah. So there are 2 nights at the Machine Shop that are sold out. There are tickets available for Sunday night, and there are for the Grand Rapids. Am I right?
Yep. Yeah. You were cutting out a little bit, but yeah, the intersection in Grand Rapids. Yeah.
That's a Steve. Well, you know the answer, but didn't like the music or the words for? I think Steve.
Actually, I don't know the answer. Yeah,
I think Steve told me he came up with that riff first, and he said something funny about how he was trying to write a riff like "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and that's where the doom 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 like the kind of main riff came from. So he was like, "Dude, I'm gonna write a riff just simple and dumb and awesome like Smells Like Teen Spirit." That's all I know about the origins of Poem, but I'm pretty sure he told me the music came first.
Yeah, I think he wrote the whole song in like 10 minutes.
You guys have to have Mike? No, we didn't have to have permission. Mike does make his royalties on whatever we sell on the sides he wrote, the stuff he wrote and worked on besides. I mean, obviously, anybody who was ever in a band and wrote songs always gets the royalties forever on that stuff. But no, we didn't need his permission. I mean, we just got to pay him his part of whatever that is. So, and the vinyl of Welcome was, no, absolutely not. I mean, Warner Brothers owns all of that stuff, so they can do whatever the hell they want with it. So.
Yeah, Mike's dead to me anyway.
Q&A over here.
Curious, who's your music idol? Thom Hazaert.
Mike, who? Hey, I don't know. You know, kids.
My connection's weird. I lost it for a second.
I know. I think we're back now. So who's your music idol? Let me see if I can guess this one. Let's see if I can guess. Let's play How Well Do You Know Phil? Who is your music idol? Not Mike DeWolf. I know that. Flea?
He's one of them. He's up there for sure. I don't know about idol. I mean, someone like idol's a tough word because that's like, I don't know if I idolize anybody.
No.
But as far as people I look up to and
who
influenced me.
Besides me.
Yes. Yeah. You're the only idol I've got.
Who are your influences?
Again, I'm a very influences is also a tough word because like There are people that influence me to play bass, but not to play bass like them per se, right? So obviously Flea was one of my early influences. Rage Against the Machine was probably that first album I learned front to back at one point. Metallica, learned a lot of Metallica back in the day. You know, Cliff Burton and Jason Newsted stuff. Who else do I like?
You learned how to play all of And Justice for All?
Yeah, a lot of Pearl Jam.
You just made up your own bass lines for And Justice for All?
Yeah, right. Yeah, all sorts of stuff, man.
Great.
He is.
Jeff Ament is such a great, like even the Mother Love Bone, like he was such a everything he did. He's such a great fucking bass player, man. It just I can't. He's one of those guys who is so just has his own style and kind of created his own little way to play. It's kind of crazy if you think about it, man.
Yeah. You know who I've always been into him, but I've been really digging it, going back at his stuff is Rob DeLeo from Stone Temple Pilots.
Robert, he's great. He's so tasteful.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the word, right? It's as tasteful as they come, man. I don't know anybody that plays quite the way he does.
I listen to like Big Empty, the way he, there's a certain shit that just, God, how did he even come up with that? You know what I mean? So
yeah, dude, he's amazing.
Look who we got here. Speaking of musical idols.
Hey, it's Taylor.
Hi.
He's really small.
How's it going, guys?
So how we make ourselves look bigger. We make our
Taylor look
smaller.
Small.
Yeah, right?
That's okay. I belong down here.
Someday you can be up in the top row with me and Phil.
One day I'll get there.
Yeah. Keep your dreams alive, kid.
Did you ever skateboard, Taylor? Were you ever a skater?
I actually still skate. I have an Alien Workshop and a Santa Cruz. I used to skate Zoo York back in the day. That was always my favorite brand to skate. And I usually skate smaller boards too, like a 775. My Alien Workshop's an 8 though, so I'm getting used to that right now.
Yeah, I like the 8s.
I make skateboards. Does that count?
Yeah,
close enough. I was an 8th Street guy back in the day. If you remember 8th Street, yeah.
Eventually, I'm gonna get you guys.
Might have been before your time, Taylor. Might have been before your time.
possibly.
How old are you again?
33.
33. Yeah, right around the time you were born. Yes.
Yes, I figured that's probably one of those early '90s brands.
No, skateboard brands. 8th Street.
Yeah.
Oh, you said brands. I thought you said bands. Brands.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
Eventually, I'm working on getting you guys some Taproot skateboards. We just got our press went down for like 2 weeks, and it was a huge pain in the ass to fix. So now we're back up, but we just had to get caught up on all the orders. So, but eventually, you guys will probably get a Taproot skateboard or two for your sales. You can hang it on that wall behind you. As cool as me with all kinds of cool, weird skateboards behind me. And look,
I thought that's actually how I was getting paid for this gig, was just in Taproot and skateboards and shit.
Right.
So.
I have Taproot everywhere too. Look, there's my Blue Sky Research poster up there somewhere. I have more Taproot back there. There's welcome and
gift. Yeah.
I got all kinds. I represent hard.
Yeah, I've got a Taproot CD in the corner over there, next to a Linkin Park Reanimation pop.
Do you have one of these? Well, funny enough, I have a Taproot besides box set next to a Post Malone pop.
Fuck yeah!
The goofy things on Tom's desk. It would boggle your mind if you saw. So how was Sweden?
Oh my God, dude, that was life changing. I made some of the best music I've ever made in my entire life. I feel like I sang the best that I've ever sang. I screamed the best I've ever screamed. I made family. Like, I've got a clan of Swedes over there that I just gravitate. Dude, I met so many people. It was ridiculous. Jacob took my producer over there. Took really good care of us. We stayed at his apartment. We met all of his people, and dude, it was awesome, man. I probably walked 200 miles while I was over there, dude, because I wasn't in a car for like 24 days or something like that. And it was awesome, dude. I didn't miss it, man. I didn't miss it at all. Like, because I enjoy walking, man. That's one of my favorite things to do, especially on the road, man. Like, I would always disappear for like 5 hours, and everyone was like, "Where's Taylor?" I'm on the other side of town. So, it was incredible, man. Recorded in Top Floor Studios, which is in a theater built from the 1850s, and I keep forgetting the damn name of it, which is awful of me. But it was just an incredible experience, man. The food's great, the people are great. Yeah, it was dope.
And you were 3 weeks out there, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to come back. I was like, man, maybe there's a way that I can just lose my plane ticket or miss the taxi, but no, man. It's I feel like I'll be going back there a lot, man. I made a lot of family over there. Actually, representing 2112 right there. I ate here like 10 times while I was over there. It was awesome.
So that track you sent me today, is that from the new stuff you recorded, obviously?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah, that one.
Taylor's turning legit on his screams.
Yeah, dude. So Andy,
I didn't get any tracks. Fuck you.
All right. I mean, you know, I'll send you some stuff if you want to hear it. Andy, the original screamer from Amarante, came to the studio and gave me some screaming lessons. And Jake E., the original clean vocalist, came and sat with me because when I was recording Hostility, the track my band just released, I caused myself an inguinal hernia, which is like the worst shit I've ever been through in my entire life. And so while I was over there, I was like, man, like it'd be great to start, you know, diving into lessons. And Jacob made some phone calls, and these dudes, like both of them have gold records, just walked into the studio and sat with me for like 3-4 hours, both of them at separate times. And we've had lunch a couple times with Jake since, but you know, they took a lot of time and care to really sit down with me, and they helped connect a lot of dots. I mean, I'm not a world-class singer by any means after one lesson, but I could tell that I was doing things differently, and it's like, man, I really want to continue down that path of learning. So yeah, man, it's I'm really appreciative of Andy for helping me with my screaming. It's almost like I feel like the track that I sent you, Phil, it's got like an old school Slipknot vibe to it.
Oh yeah,
self-titled. So you know,
definitely.
Absolutely, fuck new metal.
Dude, nah, man, I was forged in the fires of new metal,
and I helped forge those fires, and so did Phil. Yeah. What do you think, Taylor? You're a kid of the new metal generation. What do you think of that question?
Of which question? What is it?
Taproot spans across multiple genres. However, new metal is probably its most satiated genre. With that being said, do you think new metal deserved all the hate it got?
Fuck no.
Yeah,
oh my God. New metal, dude, that's some of the best. Listen. The early 2000s was some of the coolest fucking times in music, especially with music videos, with the way that albums were promoted. Fucking YouTube and all this other shit didn't exist. So it's like, man, like when we heard Taproot on the radio when I was 10, 11 years old, like we're like, oh shit, it's Taproot, or oh my God, Mudvayne Dig just came on, because it's like you had to wait to hear those songs still, man. And like I caught the tail end of like the MTV era before it turned dog shit. And it's like, man, when Calling would come on her Poem, or going back to Mudvayne Dig, which was one of the coolest music videos, or a Tool music video came on, it was an exciting time. And I don't know, I just feel like bands had bigger budgets, they had more like I don't know, that was a very cool time. New metal was dope as fuck, and it spawned some of the best bands that are dominating the festivals right now, that are headlining festivals. Like
there's still almost every band is still playing festivals, headlining arenas. Like
it's because it's fucking sweet.
Most of those bands are the only bands that like survived. And just, I mean, you know, new metal is such a stupid term to begin with. It was just basically anything that didn't fit into it. I mean, think about it. Like people call System of a Down new metal, and Puddle of Mud, and like, I mean, for all intents and purposes, Taproot's a heavy alternative rock band. Puddle of Mud is like a post grunge band. Like,
Right.
I mean, it was just basically anything that anybody couldn't fit in a box. Oh, it's new metal. It's new. It's just such a. I mean, it's weird. And kids are embracing it, and it's become like this genre thing. But it's like, as far as I'm concerned, it's not even a genre. It's just like a million. I mean, think about it. Cold Chamber, System of a Down, Mudvayne, Taproot. Those bands have absolutely nothing in common. Literally nothing at all. You know what I mean? It's like, but again, I agree. I think the 2000s were I think that was the last great movement in like big mainstream hard rock, and I think a lot of the mechanisms to make bands that big don't even the bands that are getting big now. A lot of nothing more. A lot of these bands are getting big now. Started then, it just took them that long to do it.
Yep. Completely, man.
Not a lot of new bands. I mean, there's Ginger. There's some bands that are. I mean, but even Five Finger Death Punch, like they came out 20 years ago. You know what I mean? All these.
Something like that.
It's Sorry, you guys opened a can of worms.
But no, you're right.
No,
the mechanism isn't there like it used to be, right? You don't have it's so overly saturated. But
the radio, you were talking about radio and MTV. There's no radio. Doesn't mean and I love radio, and I don't mean to be disrespectful at all, but radio does not mean what it used to. It does not have the reach and impact it used to. There's no MTV. I mean, it's just this random algorithm.
And on top of that, you pay what? $11 a month for Pick Your Poison of a service, and you never have to buy another record, because why would you, when you can pay $10 and have access to everything? So now bands aren't getting the same CD sales as they were back in the day, because everything's like, oh, I want it now. And then you're able to just grab it, and then you take a band's income from here and then you bring it down to here, and it's like, well, fuck, how do we work with everything else? So it's like you said, a lot of mechanisms have completely disappeared, and good on bands that have been able to kind of shift. But like, even with adaptation, you're never going to get, I don't believe, what you were able to get in that early 2000s time frame.
I don't think you can. I mean, that's why all those bands that were big then, they had this big major label. I mean, Phil, how much money did Atlantic spend on you guys? Probably $10 million, 15. You just don't have that anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you were just put into this upper echelon of mainstream that just doesn't happen anymore. And it's the same thing with the 80s. The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s.
Oh, so much, yeah.
All those bands are kind of coming back around because they all have that major label, big money foundation laid, and it's great, but it's not. I don't know.
It's just different. Times are changing, but I think also, what's cool about this generation. By the way, hi, Brad from A Liar's Eyes. See him saying hi to us.
Oh shit! What up, Brad? How's it going, dude?
Another great guitar player. But what was I gonna say? But at the same time, I think we have this interesting thing now where, crossing genres isn't such a big deal. Like, I mean, when we mixed rap and rock back in the day, it was like, oh my goodness, how can you mix rap and rock? It's so, so different, so cool. Now it's like, fairly commonplace to be mixing genres, and with YouTube and all these different streaming services, you have these bands that can be huge, but they're not necessarily household names.
Yeah.
I mentioned some people, and people are like, who's that? I'm like, how do you not know who this is?
I do, but every day I see bands who are touring and selling out like arenas, and I've never heard of them. It used to be, and I've had that conversation a lot over the last 30 years, but it used to be, if you got signed to a major label, like, everybody kind of got a shot and was sort of a household name. Like, everybody got their music from the same radio stations, the same couple magazines, the same couple, MTV, the same. There was like specific channels that you had to go through, that you would go through. But if you worked hard enough and got signed to a major label, you got your shot to go through those channels. That doesn't exist anymore. Now it's like, it's weird. Like, an artist can be big enough to headline arenas, and you've never heard of them. I mean, it's really fucking kind of bizarro, honestly.
Yeah, I can't decide that that's good or bad, because it's like, on the one hand, having those gatekeepers like we had back in the day, did limit the music you would hear, and there's a lot of good bands that never made it any farther than that because they couldn't get through those gates.
Yeah.
While nowadays, it might not be a common household name, but hey, if I'm playing an arena and a lot of people still don't know who I am, I have no problem with that.
Yeah, I think there's enough for, it's kind of like the Wild West now. You know what I mean? It's like you can, it really is. So, yeah, no, and again, I think that's great. I just think it's just, back then everybody heard of everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that there was. You couldn't go and record a record in your basement and then put it on Spotify the next day and know you're a band. You had to come up with tens of thousands of dollars to go into a studio to make a demo, to make it, you know what I mean? It's just the technology advanced to where it's cheaper and easier to do. And, it's just, back then there wasn't even indie labels in the 80s and 90s, really. You had to basically get into even the indie labels that were around, Metal Blade, Combat, whatever, they were basically major labels. You know what I mean? They were all just eventually ended up becoming part of the major label system. So it's just, it's just a different world now, God bless. That's what lets us do the kind of stuff we're doing,
Yeah. And you can't fight it, whether you like it or not. Just like when Napster came out and all that stuff. I mean, you can't really fight it. Streaming services, all that stuff, downloading music as the world has changed. It's just you got to go with it because you can't change it. It's like me trying to hold on to VHS. It ain't happening.
Yeah, I love VHS. What's up, Andy?
Let it go, Tom. Let it go. Hey.
Hey, you would be shocked if you saw my VHS collection.
Gemini. Yeah, you're holding on, Tom. Good for you.
Shit, I have a VHS. I have a Motley. Look at this, right next to me. Motley Crue, Decade of Decadence on VHS.
I'm sure it looks great when you watch it.
It is
on your 4K TV.
See, look, CDs are still sell a lot, man. Not like they used to, but CDs. I'm so impressed with the way people have held on. And I always collected vinyl. I never got out of vinyl, man. I never stopped collecting vinyl. I mean, it's great that everybody does it now. But like for people that have been collecting it forever, it's like I kind of gave up. I sold my vinyl collection. Like vinyl got too expensive. I was just like, and I kind of got to the point where I had everything I wanted, and it was just like. But I love the way people cling on to physical media. There's tons of people who still like CDs and want to take something, hold it in their hands, get it signed. Like to me, that's a part of the music experience, Yeah,
I made sure to buy a truck that still had a CD player in it. 2011.
I know. When you sent me this, I wanted to listen to it, and then I realized I didn't have a CD player in my car, and I was so pissed. I finally had to rip it onto like MP3s and listen to it digitally. Boner jams. This is a collection of the best boner jams.
Oh, good. It's Dave Lizio in the house.
I know, right? He's been popping up.
Hi, Dave.
I actually have the live shit box set.
Binge and Purge, baby.
I have it prominently displayed in my living room, actually. I love that box set.
It's so good.
I think that box set is one of the coolest things ever made, honestly.
That and Best of Besides and Taproot's B-Sides is just like way up there, man. Way up there.
Why didn't we put this in like a road case?
Right. Next time.
Exactly.
The Super Deluxe Super Deluxe Besides. That's what's coming next.
Super duper extra. But now, did you guys have probably more B-sides and demo versions than any band ever in history? I'm going to go on a limb and say, like, there's a lot of shit on that.
Yeah. Speaking of, I had to learn VIP because I don't have it on my old computer. I couldn't download it because my computer's so old. But I had to use my old demo version to learn VIP.
Really?
Yeah, I'll figure out how to get it on my computer.
I can send you the new version. I do have the technology to do that.
Yeah, email it to me. I think I get it through email.
Yeah, it's in my Dropbox. I can just send you the link.
Yeah. Well, it can't be Dropbox. Dropbox doesn't work.
Oh, I can just email you an MP3.
It's literally got to be emailed like an MP3. Yep.
All right, fine. So have you learned all the songs, Taylor?
Yeah, where are you at?
Dude, shit. Y'all finally just got me the set list like 6 days ago while I was still in Sweden. So I just got my guitars back from Sean May though, so
Yay, Sean May. Why does Sean May come up every time we do this? Every time we do this, we end up talking about Sean May.
Because
he's the best.
Fucking amazing. I want one of his basses so bad, dude. Like when I have a spare $3,500, it's on.
And 9 months.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's worth the wait, man. He does the best work, man. He's awesome. So good. So good. But yeah, he got my my baritone set up, got my new Seymour Duncan pickups installed. She's ready to rock. And it actually sounds right when I play the songs now, because like when I shipped it from Vegas out here, and dude, it was all wonky just from changing from West Coast to East Coast, and extreme temperatures. It was like above like the 7th or 8th fret, like everything was dead, and I was like, well, this sucks, but I still made it happen. But yeah, so I'm getting on the rest of the songs this week, since I have a full set list now, finally.
Only 28 songs to learn, bud.
I think I only have like 12 to go or something like that.
Good for you.
So I'm putting my time in.
Sean May is an alien. I would concur with that statement.
Yeah.
He's not human. But nah, man. I've got a couple more guitars to bring to him too. So yeah.
Oh, thank God somebody yelled Slayer. Thank God. I've been waiting all night for somebody to yell Slayer. So
I'm so glad I got to see them with the original lineup before Dave left, or was kicked out rather, and Jeff died. Like, really glad I got to see that. So good.
Phil, did you ever get to see Slayer?
I did. I'm trying to think of where. It was an amphitheater somewhere. I want to say LA, probably.
Saw them in New Orleans, lakefront. So good.
Yeah.
I saw them lots of times, mostly in Milwaukee.
Thom Hazaert said he was really scared to be in New Orleans. He was like, "This is the only stop of the tour that I'm scared to be at." It's like, what? Why? New Orleans is the best. But it was still funny.
That's fun.
They really want to hear you play the drums, Phil. Everybody
asking. It's coming. It's coming. Right? I'm getting there. Yeah, working on my left foot independence right now, or we're getting there.
Phil's going to be the new drummer. He's going to play bass and drums simultaneously.
That's the goal.
Is that really?
Save some money. One less member.
Two backing tracks are a thing.
Right. Yeah. It's a hell of a long way to get to be good at drums, man. That is a monster of an instrument. So much to work on.
Every time we do these, like 80% of the comments are just people telling us where to go play.
I don't know. And Market Arena, Lakefront.
Right.
So we're gonna play. So we're gonna jam some more B-sides, best of besides.
We should. We can jam a little more. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me go find something. Who wants to hear some more beat?
We do be needing some New Orleans shows, though, Phil.
We'll get there. We'll get there. As we talked about before, man, we got a plan in place. We just got to get the vehicles to do so. But yeah, the plan is to make our way down south, and then west, and hit all the places we want to hit, and everyone wants us to hit. Just like we said last time, just keep buying tickets to our shows, and
we'll keep booking them.
And we'll keep booking.
Yeah, that's good incentive right there.
Here you go. I enjoy this one. Ready?
Everything I ever said was true. Everything except that I love. Yeah! That you'd already been taken.
There you have it.
That's a banger right there, man.
It is, right? It's
Dude.
such a cool version, man. I really like that version a lot, actually. Ooh, I don't want to.
So much you want to hear it again.
Yeah.
Everything except
I was loading up another one.
Got to really drink it in.
Crank it up, bro.
All right. Yeah, dude. I think it was like 5 years or something before the Fractured actually came out, something like that.
Another one of my favorite Taproot.
If not longer.
Break Stuff Brady. I like Brady. Do you guys know Brady? He's awesome.
I don't know, maybe.
There's actually a video of he's my friend's kid from here, but there's a video of him. Did you see the kid on stage with Limp Bizkit like singing Break Stuff? It was like this huge viral video for a couple of days. There's actually a video of it on my YouTube. Funny enough, on my TH2 Music YouTube, I filmed it, but he went up on stage with Limp Bizkit and sang Break Stuff.
Oh, nice.
Amazing.
Awesome.
It's hysterical.
Nice.
He's awesome. Thank you, Dave Lizio. Look at that, Taylor. Everybody loves you.
Thanks, buddy.
From one Taproot guitarist to another. Look at
I
that.
know, right?
Dave and I actually met a long time before that while he was still in Nonpoint, and we became like best friends in an instant. I think it was actually at the show at the Soul Kitchen, and then we were playing CPR Fest after that. But I don't know. I love Dave, man. He's just
He's awesome.
mwah.
Good
It's good people.
There's a lot of weird photos of me and Dave somewhere on the internet.
Old Cheesebone himself, as he calls himself, or his band, or whatever that is. But yeah, that Fractured, that later version of Fractured is definitely one of the cool tracks on that Best of Besides.
Yes.
On streaming outlets on May 5th.
5/5, May 5th, next Friday. Next Friday.
Guys, already next Friday?
It's already almost May. Holy shit.
I know. I better start rehearsing.
I know. I'm going to be 34 next month. God.
Holy shit, old man.
Any plans to film a music video?
Yes.
Yes, we do have plans.
Eventually.
They're just plans right now, but they are plans.
Yes. We also have plans to rehearse.
Yep, I also plan to get some vehicles to tour with.
Right? Hi, Brady. Yeah, I know. We have so much. See?
So many things.
We're supposed to be doing all this shit, but instead we're doing this, talking to you guys. And Dave Lizio. Cheesebone. Everybody loves Cheesebone.
Look at that. Lots of Cheesebone. Yeah.
He is a baby. Dude, Phil is aging in reverse. He has like Benjamin Button disease.
No, he fucking consumes souls, man. I came to that conclusion on tour 10 years ago. It's like Cthulhu.
It's actually raw milk. That's the secret.
One of the secrets. It's not just one secret.
So how about one more track? Should we get down with one more? Maybe next week we'll do that too. We'll play some more tracks and have a real celebration of Best of Besides. So, dude, Taylor, you missed it. So we were talking before. Nate from I Set My Friends on Fire is going to come on with us next week.
Dope.
Controversy.
Is he the guitar player? One of the guitar players sent me a friend request today. I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's go, boy!"
No, he's a cool dude, man. He's actually, and it's funny. He owns some like NASCAR management company, manages a bunch of NASCAR. He's like a really smart dude, which is funny, man. He's like kind of a marketing genius. You know, he's a cool dude, man. You know,
dude, they're so funny, man. Like, it's just so good.
Yeah, we were talking about pretty got on how it's funny. Like people still hit me up and like thought that whole beef was real. It's like no, we were all laughing the whole time. Like
we should take a photo together, a Blue Ridge of like someone choking like Phil's choking somebody out. Like just stage it. It'd be hilarious.
Right? Oh, we were talking about trying to do like a show together or something at some point on the way to Blue Ridge or something.
That'd be sweet.
We're like, How funny would that be? The internet would lose their minds.
That'd be amazing.
I know Phil does look like he's 29. Like, what the fuck? Like, Phil is aging in reverse. Like, the first time me and him like did this a couple months ago when we were at the beginning of this Taproot revival journey, I was like, dude, why do you look 20 years younger than me? There was a time when we looked roughly the same age.
That's
and
true.
we were roughly the same age. How old are you? 40 what?
46.
Yeah, you're 2 years younger than me. So there's a time when we looked roughly the same age-ish. And now it's just like, you look 27 and I look whatever the fuck I am.
It's going to get worse for all you guys as we get older.
Especially Taylor.
Probably.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm just looking through the comments here, seeing if we're not missing anything. What is Jared in here? What's up, child?
Thanks, Chris.
What? I'm on a live stream. What's up, child?
Oh,
That's my child, everybody.
Hi, child.
hello, child.
What can I help you with?
How long is your life?
I don't know why. What do you need?
You're just gonna irritate me for asking.
I do. Go away. I'll talk to you when I'm done.
But I'm trying to figure out the coordinates.
So anyway, I was gonna put. Where's Jared? Everybody keeps talking to Jared. Is Jared here? Did I
Hey,
miss?
Jared. What up, dude?
He was here last week. We love Jared too, but
You send Jared a link?
no, I didn't. I didn't know he wanted one. I thought he had enough of us. Oh, here he is. There is Jared. Hi, Jared.
Just listening today. Yeah.
And I knew he had to be here somewhere because everybody's calling him out. Well, here, should we get down with one more best besides track? I got one loaded up.
Let's do it.
How fucking awesome is your singer? That's all I can say is how fucking awesome is Steve Richards.
Yeah. He does some cool
Very
stuff,
Alice
man.
in Chainsy, man. So
And it's cool to go
good.
from, like, because the album version has a girl singing that first part.
Yeah.
Right? Doing all that high stuff. And so hearing him do that part, I always forget, like, oh, yeah, Steve used to sing this part.
And see, you don't know because you're young, Taylor. It's not even Alice in Chains. It's fucking God Lives Underwater. That's what it is. Like, you sound so much like. So my child that just came in, Riley, is named after David Riley, the singer from God Lives Underwater, who I managed, yeah, and kind of did a similar thing after he left God Lives Underwater. He had like a kind of a bad drug issue, and I helped him meet, and we sort of reviewed his career, right? And he ended up passing away. Funny enough, he'd been clean for like 5 years, and he still ended up passing away from complications of his addiction years after the fact. But it's so funny. One night, me and Steve were talking, and he kind of was telling me how he's a huge fan of God Lives Underwater. And then we started talking about how you guys worked with Jeff Turzo, and it just became this weird full circle. I didn't even know, you know. And one night he's on a live stream, he starts playing God Lives Underwater. I'm like, wait a second. I text him, like, dude. But yeah, no, that's. I really love that influence in there that like nobody really even knows that, you know, but goddamn. Anyway, sorry.
Destroy my face, expose my soul. My days seem to be numbered in pain, and my ways seem to allow reattain that point of view. It's not just me, it's me and you. That's your road, the fear of growing older. That's your road, the mirror's getting meaner. Until you realize you're meaningful, and that'll last so I embrace the change. Entertain the state of mind, then you don't ever have to stop time. It's natural, the fear of growing older. It's natural, the mirror's getting meaner until you realize meaningful and that'll last forever. As the days seem to go passing by, remember that you can't rewind, but what you can do is not when, but who. It's me and you. It's natural, the fear of growing older. It's natural, the mirror's getting meaner until you realize. It's natural, the fear of growing older. It's natural, the mirror's getting meaner until you realize you're meaningful.
That's what we're like. How do we end this song anyway?
Let's just make
Everyone
noise
falls
for
off.
10 minutes. Why was there so much hate for that era of the band originally? It's so weird, man, 'cause now everybody loves it.
Speaking of, when's Our Long Road Home going to be on Spotify, Tom?
Oh, God. I don't know. I'm working on it. We're working on it. No, I was just thinking nobody has asked that all night, and then you do it.
Yes, got to keep it alive, lest we forget. That's a cool track, though. I've always loved that track, man. It's very different for us, but it's got such cool, weird things going on it. It's such a weird song.
It is a weird song. Steve's such a great fucking writer. God damn it, I love Steve.
Yeah, dude. He does good stuff.
He does. So, well, anyway, what time is it? We're probably boring the shit out of everybody. No, we've only been on for an hour.
Yeah.
We're still keeping everybody fresh. So, you gonna go play some drums for us or what?
Not tonight. No,
Oh.
Kids are sleeping.
Oh, I know. It's like 11 o'clock at night. So, who's coming to the shows? Anybody? Anybody?
I'll be
We
there.
are. We are.
I'll be at
Anybody
every
else?
show, Tom. I'll be at every show.
I'll be at every show too.
Um,
Taylor will be at every show too.
who's going to come say hi?
Cynthia's really trying to talk us into going to Savannah. Now she's trying to bribe us with Italian food.
Yeah, I heard her say something like there's a venue there now. There wasn't a venue for a while, and now there is, or something.
Phil, did we play Savannah or Columbus? That was Front Porch of the South.
Columbus.
Columbus, okay.
Yep.
That was a wild night.
We'll hopefully get down there eventually.
That was a fun night. That was a really fun night.
We ended up drinking moonshine in the basement under that venue.
Let me picture that one.
We did the after party, and then that's when you, Dave, and
Dave,
I ended up getting on stage together
played
for
some
the first time.
Deftones or something?
We did that. We did some Metallica.
Yeah.
Played about 15 seconds of Creed and pissed everybody off. It was awesome. It's always the best.
Good old Dave Cogler, man. I love that guy, dude.
Dave said what up, by the way. So yeah.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah, give him my love.
Yeah, I'll probably jump on some Call of Duty with him after this. We played
Is that what you guys do?
regularly. Yeah. Yeah,
Nice,
dude, Dave
nice.
and I seriously like Dave and I got really close on that tour, and then after that we literally have played video games. I wouldn't say every night, but pretty religiously, man. That was how we kept in touch until I moved up here.
That's funny.
And then once he started, he couldn't really do the Riding with Killers thing anymore and jumped to Sponge. That's kind of how we hang out until we can all meet up and do a movie night at his place or whatever. But That's how he and I stay in touch, is wrecking kids on Call of Duty. So if y'all want to get fucked up, add us on PlayStation, man. TR Guitar 526. Let's go.
Nice. I don't know how funny is that? TR Guitar.
I'm an Xbox guy myself.
It just works, man. It just works.
It does, man. It's been my screen name for like ever, like a solid 20 years or so.
That's funny.
Mine is Thom Hazaert, I think, on Xbox.
All right. Hey, they got crossplay, man. Let's go.
Right? I'm pretty sure that's my gamer tag on PlayStation 2. I just don't touch my PS4 ever anymore. So it's so funny. I go back and forth. Like I had PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, original Xbox, then PlayStation 3, then I went back to Xbox. Like I go back to my loyalties.
I did that for a long time, but I'm with PS5 right now, and I really like it. Like the folks at my GameStop like totally hooked me up with that one too. They're like, you seem like the kind of guy that's actually gonna play this thing and not try to sell it for double, because that's what everyone did when they first came out. So, dude, Adam, what up? What's up, brother? Adam's from the Gulf Coast. But yeah, man, they let me jump in line on a pre-order, so like I got one right when they came out. But like, make friends with your local GameStop, I guess. Right.
Yeah. No, I'm still behind, man. I don't. It's so funny. I play 2 games, and I play Black Ops, and I play like 3 games, and they're all like 20 years old. So I don't really need a next gen. I kind of want to play The Last of Us, which. It didn't come out for Xbox. So it's still.
PlayStation has some dope exclusives, man, and I'll tell you another good one that I think you'd enjoy. Ghost of Tsushima, man, like that is such a good game, great storyline, and it's almost like a museum within a game too, because they fringe on actual historical events when the Mongolians tried to invade the island of Tsushima, because that was the last standpoint between them and the mainland island of Japan, or the mainland Japan, and they just built an entire game and story around it. Like you can collect artifacts like from Mongolian descent, and it'll you can 3D map it, look at it up and down, left and right, and spin it, and it gives you brief little history about what each item was used for. So it's not just like a hack and slash samurai game, but it's one of the most beautiful games that they've ever built. And just play it. You'll remember this moment when you're playing it, and you're like, damn, he does care about
Taylor
me.
was right. So for the record, I am not Max Cavalera. And I did not join Taproot. I'm their.
Oh, I was wondering what the Max Cavalera comments were. Now
I'm their manager. I'm the manager. So I just sit here and I'm just here to make them look cool, like the 5th person that said I looked like Max Cavalera tonight, which is funny. He has one big dreadlock though. I have a bunch of little ones. And I love Max. Max is a good friend of mine, but he literally does he has one big dreadlock now, and it's like this big.
Oh my God.
We'll probably not be at Northwoods Rock Rally the day before, unfortunately. It's a little far away.
Well, I thought we were going the night before.
Are we going the night before? Maybe. I stand
corrected. What we talked about was getting there the night before and trying to.
Okay, what do I know?
I don't know. I'll probably be there the night before. I live in Wisconsin, so I'll probably be there the night before.
Actually, it would make sense to make it there the night before, right?
What was that?
It would make sense. It is that far.
I mean, it would. I mean, we're probably
got to rush into load in. We're just there.
I mean, our sound check will probably be at 11 in the morning or something. Yeah. I thought we already talked about that we were going to just get there the night before and just settle in and hang out. Probably makes sense.
Then maybe we are.
I don't know about partying though.
We're old. Our partying doesn't really. Let's go. Oh, look, Northwoods Rock Rally is here. See, now we have.
Now we gotta show off shit.
Now we have to. Shit. Yeah, we'll be there.
All right.
I'll be there.
I gotta go to a sick rock festival the day before and hang out.
I know. I do want to hang out with the Pop Evil
Our lives
guys.
are hard.
I haven't seen them in a long. I love those guys.
Yeah, dude, it'd be good to see them and all the other many bands that are on the other night.
It's gonna be a fun show, man. I'm looking forward to that one threaten my hood too.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of flaw, they're on one of those nights, right? I think the other night.
I think they are. The guy was like, said something about playing a show with Flaw, and I wanted to say, I'm like, aren't we playing with them at Northwoods? Maybe it's not the same day.
Yeah, I'd have to revisit.
Oh God, I got to get my PS4 back. This is my friend Adam. I have to get my PS4 back. One of my kids' friends basically borrowed it, aka stole it, and they've had it for like 9 months now, and I keep trying to get it back, and I haven't been able to yet. So, but yeah, I might, if I get it back, I might steal your Last of Us and try it. Wow, that was a conversation killer. Sorry.
Thought you were gonna pull up another comment. I was waiting to read.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. No shit. Don't be a dumbass.
Yeah, it's a good rule. I live my life by that rule.
Flaw is on Thursday. See, that's why. It's going to be a good show, though. How's everything going? Everything selling good? We're looking forward to coming out and playing. Yeah, we're not going to make it 2 nights before this. One night. That we.
If you want us to play on Saturday, we will not be there. For 2 whole days of hanging out and partying to lead up to it. Yeah.
We're too old for that shit. That's the last thing any of us needs, except for Taylor. And he's going to just be old by association.
Shit, I got a business to run too, man.
That's true.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, I haven't had a day off since I got off the airplane, man. And I did that whole flight hungover as fuck too. I don't ever drink. I don't drink, man. Like that's not my thing. And the last night we were there, my producer Jacob was like, "You're coming out with us," and all of our friends got together. We had dinner, and then the night happened, and I don't remember most of it. And it was.
I saw them holding alcoholic beverages on your head,
dude. I don't even remember that happening. Like I was so engaged in a conversation with my boy Olin, and like those photos are so funny to me. It was so good. But yeah, man, I was on a plane for 11 hours, drove for 4.5, got home at 7:45, and was back on my job site at 9 o'clock the next morning. And I haven't had a day off since because I've got my books are slammed, dude. So I gotta get it going so I can let the ship steer while I'm away with the Taproot stuff.
Yeah, I did. I'm with you.
Dude, your stuff's looking good though, man. All that.
Thank you.
All those places you've been painting.
Yeah, man. I've got, and we should check this out whenever it gets finished. But I'm doing a new venue in Detroit called Norwood. It's a 100-year-old theater, so that's a historic building. And I'm doing another historic building in Corktown, which is the heart of downtown Detroit. And I'm doing literally the entire exterior and interior. It's 4 stories. I've got a lot of really great clients. You know, some Airbnb clients that utilize me, realtors. Like my business has been just fucking exploding. I hired my second pair of hands a couple weeks ago. So yeah, man, it's been going really, really well, and that's why I'm able to do what I'm doing.
Hell yeah, man.
I need some more hands. I need like interns or something. I don't know. I need something.
You do. Yeah. We'll have to hire young Jamie to run the music.
Oh, the joys of being young and energetic. Indeed. I remember those days.
Man, I got shit to do, so I can't sit still. I'm always going.
So any more exciting questions? Let me see if I missed anything. This shit flies by so fast. No, I think I got everything.
Sweet.
Oh, new comments. All right. So anyway, anybody got anything they want to say before we wrap up here? I'm not Fred Durst. I'm also not Max. Next week it's gonna say not Max Cavalera. And I'm gonna tape all my dreadlocks together into one massive beaver tail.
There you go.
Like Max. Max has said, did you guys ever play with them or anything? The Soulfly?
Yes. Yeah, we did the Ozfest.
Oh, hey, Riley. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Hang
and
on.
we did some. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, we did
no.
Ozfest. No, who, me or her?
Her, you go.
Okay. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did Ozfest, and we did some off dates of Ozfest with them.
That's
I
awesome.
remember their was it Mikey, their guitar player at the time, bought me like a couple really expensive shots of tequila a few times, and I didn't know better, so I just like took it down in like a second. Should have been sipping that stuff.
That's awesome.
Look,
sorry.
Yeah.
Hey,
poor
Mike,
podcast etiquette. Poor podcast etiquette.
I know, but it's not really a podcast. It's a live stream, so it's
live
not,
stream
it's
podcast.
Off the cuff live stream. There's a difference. So
Yes. So stay
It's a live
So-
podcast.
Here you go. You guys answer this question. Here you go. Jared's busting your balls.
How many songs have I learned? I think I'm at like 13 or 14, something like that. I just got the set list though while I was still in Sweden, and I've got some new ones to learn finally.
How about you, Jared? Where are you at? With how many songs you've learned?
I've already got the whole set down, fellas. That's what he's gonna come back.
No, I asked Jared the
Watch.
other day if he learned one of the new songs. He's like, I haven't even listened to it yet, or something like that. Or I've only listened to it once, or something like that. So yeah, I was like, good luck. There's some fun drum stuff.
Are we bringing back the white jumpsuits this year? Because that's been the hot topic.
The virgin white, even
Yeah,
not just white. Yeah. We'll
Doesn't
see. We
know.
might throw it in. We might throw it in at some point. We'll see if it makes sense. If anything, honestly, Blue Ridge would be the place to do it.
I know.
Yeah.
Outside festival.
That'd be fun.
That
we
would be
should.
cool as fuck.
We should just find all white Adidas jumpsuits. That would be the most 2001 thing we could possibly.
There you
have.
go.
Even I'll wear one. All of our crew.
Yeah.
All of our crew. Everybody in all
Yeah.
white Adidas jumpsuits.
You got to come out and DJ for us then, Tom.
I will. I will. I will be the DJ. I'll borrow
Really-
some records from Gavin from Incubus.
Really
I'll be
make
like-
us new
Be
metal.
like, yo, DJ Life, can I borrow some of your scratch records? Yeah,
There you go.
boy.
Who do you think the headliners are going to be at Blue Ridge, by the way?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, there you go. Jared said 0.
Ah, yes. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
That's how we do.
It's all right. We got months. What are everyone's daytime jobs? Well, this is my daytime job, Taproot and Volatile Skateboards and Volatile Merch and rockxl.com, which is t-shirts and stuff in big sizes. Well, regular sizes too, but they go up to 6X because I'm a big guy. So I decided to launch a merchandise store for other big guys to get cool shit of big people. So that's my day job. How about you guys?
I think Taylor already talked about his. He's a
I own Rock and Roll Painting that in Metro Detroit.
hell yeah. And then I'm a manager at a what was it, Jared? A Fortune 500 company or something like that? Is a nice way to say it. Something like that. I manage. I don't know. I manage a building.
Phil and Jared are big ballers in the corporate world.
Yeah, it's good times. I'm work by 6 and home by 3, usually.
There you go.
There you go.
It's like Jared's with us in
Yeah.
spirit. Think about what you would do at the rave.
Commercial real estate firm. You need to partner with me.
Yes, the rave is absolutely fucking.
Oh, the rave
haunted.
is awesome.
The rave is haunted as fuck. Yes, that is awesome. Have you ever? I'm assuming you guys have been down in the
Oh
pool
yeah.
and all
Oh,
the
yeah.
weird areas of the rave. I wish we were playing the rave. I like the rave.
It is a cool place.
Where's the rave at?
It's
I
in
haven't played
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Algonquin for the good land.
Does this guy know how to party or what?
Tell you what, I have hung out with Alice Cooper 100 times in my life now, and every single time that is in my head.
Right.
Every fucking time I have been with Alice Cooper in my life, that scene has been in my fucking head without fail.
That's funny.
Even after like the 100th time, still in my fucking head. No, we're not doing the rave. We're doing Racine and Green Bay. We have enough shows and Madison probably eventually too, if it ever gets announced. Maybe.
And I've got kids, so Halloween is done at home now.
Yeah. See?
I'll probably be in New Orleans.
There you go.
I will be right here, and we don't have anything for Halloween, do we? Yeah, we don't, right? We have
no, that's on purpose.
When is Halloween?
October 31st.
October 31st. I'm gonna smack you. I mean, it's like on a weekend. Is it during the week? I mean, like what?
Yes.
Thank you. Fine. I'll just look down at my calendar. Who have I been most? Phil Lipscomb from Taproot. Yeah, that's who I've been most starstruck.
You were just speechless. Yeah.
Oh God, that's a good question. I've been in some pretty great. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it takes a lot for me to get starstruck, honestly. But
Tom Cruise, was it Tom Cruise?
No. Keanu Reeves was pretty. One really funny. I'm a huge Motley Crue fan, right? And probably 20 years ago, I was at Interscope in the parking lot. I was going in for a meeting, and Wes Borland was walking out with Tommy Lee. And, he stops and says hi, and we're talking. Tommy Lee introduces himself to me. He's like, "What's up, bro? I'm Tom." And I'm like, that was, like, I was like 25 then, you know what I mean? But, so that was kind of definitely a little bit of a start. And it's funny, I ended up working on the Methods of Mayhem record and touring with Tommy. But that was, the first time meeting Nikki Sixx, meeting Tommy Lee, meeting Alice Cooper the first time, probably. A lot of the bands back in the day, maybe a little more, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard, man. I'm old and fucking jaded now, so it's hard to, it's hard to fuck with me on that. I don't get hurt very much.
Well, you've met a lot of people at this point.
Yeah, and it's so funny too, because it's like, I mean, a lot of bands I've worked with, are so big now, and kids like freak out. But it's like, to me, they're just like dudes I hung out with. It's funny because to me, like Alice Cooper and Motley Crue and like the big bands when I was a kid, now, my kids and all their friends like freak out because I know, Corey Taylor, or Limp Bizkit or these fucking bands. You know what I mean? To me, it's just those are all the bands I worked with, and it's like so weird to kind of see the kids like sort of freak out over that stuff now, it's a weird little generational thing. Who were you starstruck meeting, Phil?
It's funny. I mean, let's see. Joe Rogan. I met him outside of the Lincoln Park, like live DVD when they showed a Live in Texas DVD. I met him outside of there, tried to talk to him for a minute. Rickson Gracie, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, one of the greatest. I was a little starstruck by him. Those are the two ones that come to mind right away.
I just thought of another one too. So when I met, it was a long time ago, but Chester and Perry Farrell played with the Doors at the Whiskey. And meeting the guys from the Doors that were still alive at the time, Raymond Zarek and Robbie Krieger, that was a moment too. That was definitely one of them. I just thought of another one too, but I can't remember now. It came and went.
The first
time I met Ozzy too, I was pretty fucking starstruck. I'm not gonna lie, that's fucking Ozzy,
So for me, when it comes to being starstruck, I think I got a little. I don't know. When I first met Dave Navarro, or the only time I met Dave Navarro, I tried to talk to him. I was like, "Oh, it's Dave Navarro," so I tried to talk to him, and he was a complete blew me off. And so I make a point not to really go up to people too much. So if I'm starstruck, I know I'm not going to talk to the person. So it's like, it's like starstruck from over here. It's not as big of a, just like, oh, that's cool to see them. You know what I mean? But yeah, he kind of took the wind out of my sails for trying to meet celebrities.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. How did I get into the industry? I started out as a writer for a bunch of magazines. I wrote for Metal Edge, and this is like in the early 90s. I started as a writer, and then I somehow ended up working for Jive Records. I did A&R for them. I worked on first I did street team stuff for them. I basically ran the street team for Head PE and did some other stuff for them. Then ended up doing A&R for Jive. Then I started managing a bunch of bands and got them signed. And I don't know. And here we are. So basically, that was the progression. I did marketing on like the first two Limp Bizkit records, first two Stained records, the first couple of Head PE records, Dope.
You got Switched signed. Come on.
I got Switched, Chimera, Depswa, Erase the Gray. I helped Papa Roach get signed. I set up all the showcases so basically I tried signing Papa Roach to Jive. My boss passed on it. So then I set up a showcase at the Troubadour that DreamWorks came to and signed them. So, but yeah, I mean, I just kind of worked with everybody in that era, so that's it. That's the long and short version of how I got into the music business. Speaking of Pure Roach.
Oh, yeah.
Ready for the machine shop? So are we.
We're getting there.
Of course they worked with Ulrich Wild. Ulrich did Gift. Yeah. I guess I'm answering that one. Yes.
Yeah. I thought that was a direct question to you again.
No.
Yes, yeah. Ulrich did our first major label record with Gift. Yeah, Ulrich. Dude, Ulrich was great.
It was awesome. Switched was definitely underrated, and I got Switched signed, and then after they got dropped by Immortal, my label Corporate Punishment put out their second record, Ghosts in the Machine, and then we put out Ivan from Five Finger Death Punch's band, Ghost Machine, which the day it came out, he quit the band and joined Five Finger Death Punch. So there's all these kind of funny little stories like that, little things and continuations and.
Lionel Richie, heck yeah.
Hell yeah. Steve from the Sex Pistols. What is Birthday about? I don't know. Ask Steve. Phil, do you know what it's about?
Yeah, I don't like to conjecture or talk about what songs may or may not mean. I think for what we always felt is, whatever the song means to you is probably more important than what it ever meant to us.
Good answer.
Especially a song like that.
Yeah, that's a good answer. See, you're a pro. You're a pro, Phil. You're good at this.
And May fan, yeah, since like 2000.
Oh yeah, and Phil's like a jiu-jitsu master. That's what he does all day.
Working on it.
Day. He just works on Taproot stuff with me and goes to jiu-jitsu.
This is true.
See, did I miss anything else? Was on my diatribe? I don't know. I think that's it. The questions are slowing down. Everybody must be sick of us.
Yeah, dude, it's been over nearly an hour and a half.
Is it really?
Hour 22.
Holy crap. We can talk.
Time flies when you're having a blast, man.
What do you got going on over there? Is that your little studio there, Taylor, or what's that?
Yeah. Little setup, and I got all my guitars and such.
Look at you.
Yeah, there's Gibson right there.
How many guitars you got?
Shit. Like 10, but they're all unique and different and cool. Like, I've got like a 65, a real 65 Gibson SG Junior, 65 Martin electric hollow body, which is a really weird one because, Martin only does acoustics.
Yeah.
A bunch of Gibsons because, I'm endorsed with those guys. So, yeah. Pari Smith, Aristides. There's some stuff.
What kind of acoustic do you have?
a Martin 00017, and it is the best acoustic I have ever owned in my entire life. If I go anything else, I'll probably do like a 00028, and if I have fuck you money, I'll do a 00042, or just a custom shop at that point. But honestly, though, like if I never had another acoustic, I'd be okay with that.
You're
My
such a
Johnny
gearhead,
Cash
man.
guitar.
You're just such a gearhead. I love it. I'm like, I have a couple Yamahas. I think they're RBXs of some sort. A TRB
Yeah,
of some sort.
I mean, dude, I ended up working at the music store that I took guitar lessons from age 10, and Jim Pinkston, the owner of Pinkston's Music, kind of like, he was like a father figure, but he like took me under his wing, taught me about business, and then I worked for him for like 10 years. Then I worked at Sweetwater for a year when I was moving up here. So I'm a gear whore, dude. I like it all.
That's awesome.
I like it all.
Speaking of which, we got to get on one of these privately here again and go over all the shit for the tour. Figure out all the stuff.
I got to get some more jobs made, and I've got some things I want to contribute in terms of in-ears and whatnot. So I just got to finish some more projects.
Lots of things to do, and the time, it's almost May. June, July, August, what?
Basically, it's May.
Yeah.
I mean, it's May in like 4 fucking days. Let's
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Hey, look at Shane. Hi, Shane. We're looking forward to it too. Shane is the manager for Heartsick.
I was gonna say, yeah, I know that name. Yeah, Shane. Yeah. How you doing, Shane?
What up, dude?
Any plan to play a special song at the machine shop on the first night?
I don't know. You have to come.
Columbus.
You'll see.
Well,
You'll
we'll
have to find out.
We'll be introducing some new songs, of course, which will be special.
Oh, look at this. The school band plays Poem before they hit the field. I love that.
That's dope.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's my child again. Walked right into the screen. Oh, Bush Silverchair. Oh, wrong one. Bush Silverchair. Did any of those bands influence the early Taproot days? I'm assuming Stone Temple Pilots did.
Yeah, I wouldn't say influence per se. I mean, we all were aware and listen to some of them, but I wouldn't say a big influence for us. We're more grunge as opposed to post-grunge era.
And I don't know. I wouldn't call Silverchair post-grunge either. Silverchair was kind of like...
They were in the middle of it, right? Like they were right there.
Original first. I mean, I think they're all kind of they're kind of the second wave of original grunge. Bush.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, post-grunge is more like Puddle and Mud and Godsmack and all that.
No, that's all new metal, dude.
Well, exactly. I was just gonna say everybody calls it new metal. Like, fuck, everything is new metal.
I think Silverchair got better with age, but I like them.
I fucking love Silverchair, man. I really do.
That Diorama record is one of my favorite records, dude. So good.
Yeah, I love that fucking band.
I
really like Bush too. I mean, I think that first Bush record. I mean, the first two. I mean, the first Bush record is fucking great, front to back. Just great, killer songs. Like they're easy to play. It's one of the things that inspired me to play guitar. And like I'm like, in the 80s, everything was so complicated. You couldn't just pick up a guitar and like, oh, I'm just going to play and sing that song, But then Alice in Chains came out and Stone Temple Pilots and stuff that, you could just kind of pick up a guitar and play it. And it just was, to me, stuff like that was more inspiring to me as far as like playing and writing and, than like, all the 80s shit I listened to and I still listen to, but it really never really influenced me as a writer. You know what I mean? I wasn't like ever influenced by Motley Crue or fucking Poison or Warrant or, Slayer as a writer. You know what I mean? Like Bush, Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Nirvana. Like that's the shit that inspired me as a writer,
And Taylor's got Creed.
Yeah, that's Taylor's favorite band, actually. I saw your picture with Mark. Tremonti today.
I have weirdly landed in the same room with that dude so many times just throughout my life. Like It's odd, man. 'Cause, well, like my best friend and he was the drummer in my first band, and we were really good friends. Into elementary school, into high school, and then everyone went off their separate ways. But he was the drummer in my first band, and his cousin is Brian Marshall, the bass player of Creed and Alter Bridge. So we always got to hang out whenever they came to town. And I don't know. And then when I started doing my band Catharsis, and we really went on the road, started playing festivals, we were randomly playing with Tremonti and Alter Bridge. And then my first show as Riding with Killers, the first live show we ever did, was opening for Seven Dust and Tremonti. And
Nice.
turned out I knew his bass player, and he and I had randomly played a show in Thunder's Tavern in Pascagoula, Mississippi forever ago. And then my buddy Clark knew, like, it's just all this weird, like, oh, you know this person and I know you through that. And then I don't know, I've just been around that dude a lot. He fucking shreds though. What a great guitar player and songwriter.
Yeah, man.
He's a really good dude too, man. I love Mark.
He really is, man. And did you see his Sinatra thing he did? It's so fucking good.
Yeah, it was great. And it was all like
Very good.
a benefit for his kid. He's just such a good fucking dude, man.
Yep.
I love Mark. I really do.
Yeah, and his guitar company, Fret 12, does some really cool stuff with like lessons and that guy has it figured out, man. He's doing the thing the right way.
That's right. That's right. When does the new single come out for Riding with Killers? What's Riding with Killers?
Some shitty band that I sing and play guitar for.
I was like, why does everybody keep asking about this?
Just wait till the new record. We just released a single called Hostility about 4 weeks ago. It's been doing pretty well. The video just got picked up by gyms all across North America, which is kind of cool. Like Planet Fitness, 24-Hour Fitness, LA Fitness, Gold's Gym, which is the gym I go to. So we just put out one, and I'm basically getting the first record finished, and I just recorded the second record in Sweden. So I've got a lot of shit on deck, but I might put out another single in a month or two, just depending on where I'm at with everything. But yeah.
So if you're in the gym and your song comes on, do you get more pumped or less pumped?
That song is bad fucking ass, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but just because I am such a fan of James Laskew's bass playing and Dave Coughlin's drumming, and it's like I'm listening to my friend. I mean, I am listening to my friends play, but I'm really proud of that song, and it has energy. So I just pretend I'm on stage, and then I'm like, all right, let's run a little faster, or let's do some more pull-ups, or whatever I'm doing. So if it comes on, I'm like, all right, now I'm gonna pretend I'm on stage, so it gives me a little extra boost. So I'd say it gets me more pumped up. But don't most people listen to headphones in the gym anyway? I mean, some people do, some people don't. I'd say it's a 50-50 mix, man. But my thing is it just, for me, like, obviously it's badass that like it got picked up for that, but like it has a special meaning for me as well, because I lost 90 pounds myself. I used to weigh 245, and I hang out between 155, 160, and that weight loss journey was a really tough one, but I'm really glad I got to do it, and I'm glad I was able to take my life back. So the fact that one of my songs could potentially give someone an extra push while they're working out on that same journey is like extra special to me. Just it's cool, man. I'm happy with how things are going with the band.
And before that journey, you can go buy t-shirts for me at rockxl.com up to 6X.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. As my buddy Rob would say, I was a tubby bitch, man.
Nah. Even 240. You weren't even 245. Like, that's not even fat. Like, you were like,
dude, at 5'8", though, I'm short. I'm the shortest dude.
5'8" is not short. If you're 5'4", then we could talk. If you're 5'5",
everyone in the north is taller than me up here. So everybody up here is taller than me.
Don't diminish his accomplishments, Thom.
I'm not. I was just plugging my T-shirts. His accomplishments are wonderful. I lost 150 pounds once in 3 months. I just didn't eat for like 3 months and walked like 30 miles a day. Like literally, now I'm old and I couldn't do that if I wanted to. But I did it once. I had my own weight loss journey.
That's badass.
Get back on that horse, Thom.
I'm too old for walking 30 miles a day and starving myself.
You don't have to do it that way. That's the dumb way to do it.
Yeah, that is the wrong way.
Yeah, well, it works.
We'll talk. We'll whip you into shape, but just because it works doesn't mean it's right. So does meth. But it's the wrong way to go about losing weight.
Holy shit.
Bringing up.
All right.
Oh yeah, Mike.
Yeah, King Clubs. That'll be a fun show, man. Both of those.
It will be. I wish I had the show. Next time I'll be more prepared. I'll have some graphics to pull up and plug the shows. And you can go, if you go to the Taproot page, the pinned post is all of the shows and ticket links for all of the upcoming shows. You ever see that scene in Scanners when the dude's head blew up? Anyway, well, we should probably sign this off for the evening. It's been real, gentlemen. It's been fun. We'll be back next week with some more special guests and some more nonsense. As long as we don't forget, like me and Phil totally forgot. Like I thought it was Monday. Phil texted me. He's like, "Are we doing this tonight?" I'm like, "Oh fuck, I thought it was Monday." We're just not. I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." We hit up Taylor, and here we are.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Taylor's like, I forgot too.
Yeah. I'm glad I made some coffee right before because I was about to drop. But you're like, I was like, oh shit, all right, espresso.
Steve was wearing Jenkos. God, what? Really?
I don't know if that's completely true, but it might have probably was big shorts.
Yeah. Dude, my kid begged me to buy them a pair of fucking kickwear a couple months ago at this vintage store. They had like a pair of like full on fucking kickwear with like 30-inch bottoms.
Ugh.
I bought them. It was insane. And now,
that's funny.
Now they wear them every day.
What an interesting style of like clothing. Like I'm gonna wear pants that 5 of me could fit into.
Yeah, I wore them. You know, I used to, dude. I am so new metal. I used to have a Jenko sponsorship. That's how new metal I was. Like literally, I would go to the Jenko warehouse in downtown LA and leave with garbage bags full of clothes. Like fucking literal garbage bags. I was the Jenko hookup for everybody. Slipknot, all the bands. I'd be like, here, you want some Jenko? Fucking dude, I was handing that shit out like candy.
Nice.
That's how fucking never doubt my new metal street cred. I was the Jenko hookup.
Too funny.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And on that note, Zach says, Phil, it's been forever, bro.
What's going on, Zach?
Cleveland. We're excited about Cleveland.
Cleveland rocks.
Night, Jared.
Good night, Jared. Yeah, I'm on. Speaking of Jared, I'm on the last chapter of his book, True Rock Stars.
Really? And what have you learned?
Great book. Honestly, I've learned a lot. Very inspiring. Very good things. I'm going to implement some of this stuff I took from his 12 principles. Great book. I recommend to anyone that can get it, or if you have it, reread it. If you haven't read it yet, really good book. I mean, it's cool because it's got me in it a few times, but even besides that, a little bit of my story in there. But there are things I didn't know. I still got to get with Jared and talk about some of these things that happened in the book because I didn't know all of it by any means. But yeah, really, really, really good book.
All right. Well, I'll have to get me one of those, Jared. How would we play a little snippet of VIP to wrap it up tonight, since somebody asked? Sounds
good. Oh, so before you do that, I think we're going to have copies of his book for sale at probably the machine shop.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
There you go. You can pick up a signed copy from Jared. Maybe I'll write a book before then and we can sell it at the merch table too.
We'll do a comic book.
Right. No shit.
I think September Morning already has his beat on that.
Yeah, they do. Here we go.
Dude, everybody has comic books.
By request.
Everybody.
Pick up your guitar and learn this while we're listening.
Things happen, I guess I do. You dragged me down again and believe what you pretend. No. You'd say it's the victim I play in this game. I'd say that I can't win either way. But I need to break these chains. No more pain. I stayed, but it didn't matter either way. No. Ready? Ain't a long time, nothing to prove. Claiming things, blaming that just weren't true. No matter who you affect, no. You'd say it's the victim I play in this game. I'd say that I can't win either way now. Cliche, but I need to break these chains. No more pain. I stayed, but it didn't matter either way now. Ready? Alright. Let the victim in Let the victim like
So good.
So fucking good. So heavy. So that comes out next Friday too, the same day as Best of Besides on Spotify and all the digital outlets. New Taproot single from the new album Scissors. Oh shit! Sorry,
All good, all good.
I had you muted because your clicky bass.
Yeah, I realized that.
You're loud for a second. So I'm like,
it's hard to play when you can't actually hear what you're doing,
I know.
especially a song you don't know that well yet.
Well, you got till August to learn it.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be a fun adventure, guys. It's going to be a fun adventure.
Can't wait, man.
Dude,
Isn't it great?
Great times.
Isn't that song
Great
fucking
times
great?
ahead.
The new record's so great. Maybe I can't wait till we can play some more of it for people at some point. You know, maybe I'll get Steve's okay to in a future week play a little clip of one of the other ones,
Oh yeah.
one of the heavy ones. Dude, this is
Little
like
teaser.
this is like the heaviest record. People are gonna shit when they hear this record. It's so heavy. It's so heavy and so good. Steve,
And also not heavy for some of
Yeah.
it.
yeah, the stuff that's heavy is heavy, but it's like it's just so Taproot, man. It's so Steve.
It is.
Nope, not yet. Not yet. No, definitely not platinum, but we're working on it. Working on it. Soon enough. Soon enough. The welcome came out this weekend for Record Store Day, and it looks like a lot of people got it. Did you get one? Anybody get one?
I was working.
Yeah, I was gonna go drive to Green Bay and go buy one, and I was like, "Fuck that! I'm not gonna drive 40 miles to go buy a Taproot record."
But I did have a bunch of my friends hit me up and say they tried to go grab Welcome and it was all sold out everywhere they went. So that's a good sign, I would say.
Oh yeah, no, the company told me that it sold out everywhere. So the distributor distributing it is the same company distributing Scissors and all of our stuff and Best of Besides, and so we've been kind of coordinating with them to help get it out there. And I guess they sold out of all of them. They actually oversold by 400, so they had to pull back. So,
Wow.
yeah, don't worry. I
What
got
up,
one.
Andrew from Japan saying what's up?
I got
Nice.
one.
Wow.
Taproot, the new Menudo. Yes. Absolutely. Phil looks like he could be a Menudo.
I was in Menudo. Where do you have all this money to buy this great drum set behind me?
From your days in Menudo. Oh,
Dude, one of my favorite movies, Fanboys, if you've ever heard of it. It's about some kids that go to try to steal a copy of episode 1 before their friend dies.
Yeah.
They have to strip the Menudo, and they're like, we have to strip the Menudo, and the guy breaks the bottle. He's like, you got a problem with Menudo?
Nice.
On that note,
Yeah, boys. I gotta get to bed. I gotta be up
Happy
soon.
times. Same.
all right, gentlemen, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Cincinnati, October 14th. We can't wait either. Cynthia really wants Spotted Cow. Wait, you don't have Spotted Cow where you live? You keep asking about Spotted Cow.
What is Spotted Cow?
It's a beer. It's a beer. Have it everywhere here. It's like it must be a. I think it's a Wisconsin thing though. Actually, I'll bring you some Spotted Cow. I'll ship you some. Looks different seeing you with hair. I like your hair. You look good with hair, Phil.
Thank you. Yeah, my kids tell me not to shave it again.
Very
so
handsome and
I'm
dashing.
keeping it.
You're you look very dapper. Very dapper.
Quite dapper, young man. Quite indeed.
Wait till you
Yes.
get into your white fucking velour jumpsuit. Virgin white. Your virgin white. What was that? I don't. Was it like just like windbreaker shit? Like white windbreakers and white dickies? Is that what it was?
White Dickies.
It was
Yeah,
just
for the most
dickies. It was
part.
all dickies.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm here for it.
Oh, I didn't know. See, Spotted Cow is only in Wisconsin. I didn't know that. Why? I see it everywhere because I live in Wisconsin.
Ah,
So to
that's
me,
why
I
you're.
just think it's
yeah, you're like-
everywhere.
Yep.
That's why I'm very confused. But very Menudo is right. So anyway, I'll ship you some Spotted Cow. We'll work it out, Cynthia. It's everywhere. Like literally, I could walk out the door and go buy Spotted Cow right now if I at any gas station. Are you jealous? And I'm Max Cavalera. I'm not Max Cavalera. Or Fred Durst.
Or Fred Durst. Oh, Taylor didn't give himself a clever name at the bottom.
I know. Fuck you, Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor didn't get the memo. He didn't know.
I didn't know.
And that's what comes with
Next
being
time.
all on the bottom row, though. You know what I mean? You don't get a clever sub name.
Yeah, maybe it's
I got a
blocked.
good one for next time. I got a good one.
All right, you better put some thought into it. You don't really miss Wisconsin. I promise. You just think you do. Nope, not gonna play any more songs off the new album tonight, but maybe another night I'll get Steve's okay. But remember, VIP next Friday. Best of Besides next Friday. We'll be here next Tuesday. Same bat time, same tap time, same tap channel.
Should we say same or similar? Because
Yeah, similar. Yeah, probably not. And it depends if we remember. We'll see when we remember.
Mildly resembling.
Yeah, sometime in the
9:30ish
vicinity. Yeah, somewhere in the vicinity of Tuesday evening.
Yeah. All right. Thanks everyone for listening.
All right, kids. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
And we are